Okay, so it's working. So today let's try to play with the Hyper-V. Okay, let's try to play the Hyper-V. As always, we turn on our virtual machine. We log in. And then we try to, first is the machine we use today. We use machine number 4. Okay, for the IP, it doesn't matter for the IP because we try to install Hyper-V on the local, for this host only. And what is Hyper-V? Hyper-V is just like our virtual machine manager. Okay, the tool of the manage our virtual machine, just like our VMware workstation. Okay, like this. So how to install the Hyper-V? And as always, for all these roles, the features, we can add them in our VMware workstation. Okay, so on the top right corner, we click Manage and Roles, and we can enable it here. Choose Hyper-V. We get error. The arrow says the Hyper-V cannot be installed. The hypervisor is already running. Okay, so why we have this arrow? What I'm thinking is it could be the issue we try to install the virtual machine on a virtual machine. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, because our virtual machine know it is a virtual machine, right? So it will don't allow us to install the virtual machine on the virtual machine. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so the hypervisor is running, so we need to disable the hypervisor. Okay, disable the hypervisor. Actually, we give you the guide when we try to install the virtual machine. But I will try to give you 2 options to solve this. Okay, I will try to give you 2 options to solve this. One option is like for some students, they have their issue for their processor. Okay, for this virtualization engine. They told me, say, Henning Chen, once I enable this virtualization engine for the Intel and AMD, I am unable to turn on the workstation. It depends on their brand of their PC. Okay, so I asked them to uncheck that. Okay, so if you uncheck this box or maybe this box, you can use this way to enable the Hyper-V. Let me show you. I just found out the solution from the Google. Google helps. Okay, Google helps. So this should work on your PowerShare. Okay, work on your PowerShare. So how to enable the PowerShare? Click the Windows star. Search. We type PowerShare. Oh, it's already here. Okay, it's already here. So PowerShare, it's like our the plus version of the CMD. It's a command line interface, but it comes with the share and script. Okay, combine the share and script together, so you can treat them as a powerful command line interface. Okay, compared to our CMD. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna try to post this one on the command line interface, which means we can copy this line to here. Okay, right click, copy, and if we just use Ctrl and V, we will get this. We can simply paste it here. What we're gonna do, the trick is we go to edit and paste. Okay, then we can enter. So which means we try to so all this process is try to install the Hyper-V on our machine by using the PowerShare. Okay, by using PowerShare. I will provide this document on your Moodle page. Okay, and then we can install this, copy, and as always, we try to paste here. Okay, working. I give you the warning says you must restart the server, but we don't restart right now. Okay, ignore this message. So we try to keep installed. The paste here, enter. Okay, and the last one now is successful. The last one is here, multiple input output. Enter. Actually, I did that once before, so it just gives the no change. Okay, no change. Now we can restart the PC. Okay, let's try to take the. Can I just use the shutdown command in here? The time is 0, not delayed. Delay 0. Okay, it's working. So it's proof my source. Like this PowerShell is kind of like the plus version of the CMD. Okay, so now we restart it. Already recording. Okay, it's recording. Good. Let's try to log in. And now we can check our server manager. Okay, you can see our Hyper-V is here. Okay, we have our Hyper-V. So let's try to add the rows. You can see the Hyper-V is being installed. Okay, Hyper-V is being installed. Or you can check by remove. Okay, you can check by remove. The Hyper-V is checked. Okay, which means we already installed the Hyper-V. So we can, so Hyper-V manager, which is, you can find them here. Okay, Hyper-V manager. You can ping them to the star. Okay, like I told you, I want to ping them to the star as our manager tours. Okay, for the Hyper-V. But today, this is one solution. Okay, by use the PowerShell to install our Hyper-V. Okay, I will post this PowerShell on your Moodle page. Okay, another way it is, we actually already told you when we try to install the virtual machine. Okay, so let's try to do that way, like use the server manager to install step by step. So try to do that way. First, we need to remove it. Okay, let's remove the row for the Hyper-V. Let's try to remove it. Remove the feature. Next. Now we try to remove the Hyper-V. Okay. Why I'm removing it? Because I want to use another way to solve the issue, which is the Hypervisor is running. Okay, and this way actually is in our installation guide. Okay, installation guide, which start from step 14. Okay, start from here. Restart is pending. Okay, so let's restart it. So let's use command interface to restart it. So shut down, restart, the time we choose 0, no delayed. Oh, I think I should not restart, I should just shut down. Why? Because we need to modify these two. Okay, let me show you the document first. Step 14, which we try to check these two boxes, which add the virtualization engine. Okay, check these two boxes. This is the first step. Don't forget that when we try to install the virtual machine. The next step is we should go to the place where we start our configuration file for the virtual machine. Okay, we are looking for your virtual machine name with the .vmx. Okay, let me repeat. The extension name the file we try to looking for is vmx. Okay, check this file. Okay, but you need to modify this file when the machine is off. So far machine is on. Let's shut it down. Okay, now it's gone. So let's go to so this is the place where I put the VMware 4, which for our machine number 4. Okay, this is the VMX file. Right click that, open with the notepad. Okay, I'm sorry here it's Chinese, but you can right click, open with the notepad. Okay, so on the notepad, the file we try to yes, these 3 line we try to add at the end. Okay, you can add these 3 line at the end. I paste here and I save the file, close it. Let's double check, make sure it is there. Okay, so you can see it's here. Okay, we add this 3 line here, save it, or you can just save here, Control and S, same idea. And we go to our virtual machine. So this time, let's make sure our virtual machine, we check the box for the processor. Okay, for the processor, we check it and we run the virtual machine. So this is the way if you can check these 2 boxes. Okay, if you can check these 2 boxes for your virtual machine, then you only need to add these 3 lines in your VMX configuration file. Okay, so this is the second solution. I prefer this way because if we use this way, we can demonstrate the installation step by step. Okay, so now the first thing is double check, do we have Hyper-V? So on the left, you can see we don't have Hyper-V here. Okay, or you can double check here. We try to remove. Here, Hyper-V is not installed. Okay, we don't have Hyper-V here. Cancel that, and we add the role for the Hyper-V, which is our host, machine number 4. And previously, when we try to add it, it will give us an error. Now, checked. Okay, so we can go next, Hyper-V. Okay, for the switch, we give it a switch for it. If we just use the command line interface, use the power share to install, we may skip this step. So may allow don't give us the adapter to choose, the virtual adapter to choose, right? So I prefer use this way to install the Hyper-V. Okay, I use to install Hyper-V. So we go next. This gonna ask us about the live migration. So what is migration? The Hyper-V migration, it is to allow us to migrate or move our Hyper-V disk file, the Hyper-V storage, to another virtual machine. Okay, this is a very advanced feature. Even you can move the storage to the other place when the virtual machine is running. Okay, normally if in your network you have multiple virtual machines, you can enable this, allow us to send and receive the live migration. But in our experiment today, we only try to demonstrate one Hyper-V. So for me, I will not check this. Okay, for me, I will not check this. But I hope you will memorize, keep in mind for this Hyper-V migration tool, for this feature. okay, which allow us to move the storage file to another virtual machine. Okay, even the virtual machine is running. Okay, I hope you keep that in mind. Okay, and next, the storage place. Okay, where we should put the file. I just choose the default, and then we can install. Okay, we can install. I prefer to use the step-by-step installation because here we can choose all the setting. Okay, so now just waiting for the installation. Okay, it's working. We must restart the destination. So as always, we restart it, shut down, R type, time as 0 to restart our server. Okay, let's sign. And now we already installed Hyper-V. So we can put this new tool. Where's Hyper-V Manager? Here, okay. It's already here. We already pinged to the star. Okay, so click the Hyper-V Manager. This is our machine, right? In 2012, machine number 4. We try to new a virtual machine. Okay, so all these steps, just like when we try to install the virtual machine on our VMware Workstation player. Okay, same idea here, step by step. Okay, we give a name. For example, we try to install the Win 10. Okay, for example, we try to install the Win 10. Generation. Okay, so we should specify the generation. What is the generation? It depends on the version of your Windows you try to install. If you try to install the version of the Windows, it's after the Windows Server 2012 or the 64-bit of the Windows 8, you can choose generation 2. Otherwise, if you try to install the older version, for example, Windows Server 2008, or you try to install the Windows 7, Windows XP, okay, or the older version, excuse me, you should choose generation 1, okay? Because for my example, I try to install Win 10, so I just choose generation 2, okay? This is the default memory and the connection. Because I already enabled the virtual switch, so I can choose this one, okay? But if you use the script for the PowerShell, that step to install your virtual machine, Hyper-V, maybe you don't have this option, okay? You will only see the no connect, okay? Here we can use this virtual switch. For the hardware, we use the default space, okay? Let's just give to 20 gig. I will not install the virtual machine on this Hyper-V. I just give you the demonstration, okay? All the steps just similar to our installation on our VMware workstation. Next, we will install later, okay? Same idea, we choose this step, okay? Installation, the operating system later. Next, this is summarize, we go finish. It gave us an error, failed to create virtual machine server income error. The detail says, yes, the file exists. Why the file exists? Because I I played that before. Okay, I played that before. So we do have the existing file there under the Hyper-V. So let's try to simply delete it. C program Microsoft. Where's Microsoft? Oh no, it's Windows. No, Microsoft. Is the C program data. Maybe it's hidden. So we can view it. Option. View. Show all the hidden file. Aha, I found you. Program data, Microsoft, and the Windows, Hyper-V. Where we put the file? Yes, it's here over here. Sorry, we go to the wrong file. See user, document, public, and document. Am I on the wrong? Well, I don't have the document here. See users public document. Is that public document? We have intent here. Let's just delete it. Okay, let's just delete it. So now it should be okay. Don't change the name, no need. Intent. Because I played this once before, so we do have the same virtual hardware disk exist. Okay, for you, you will not enter count this error. Okay, now we just knew this virtual machine, so we can modify the setting. Okay, we can modify the setting, like the we try to boot which type first. Okay, you can move down or move up. It's like you can modify the order when you try to boot in the BIOS voice. The memory we can modify it. The processor we can change, and the disk and network adapter. Okay, network adapter. I think I may forget to give it the DVD. Let's try to connect. And this is to power on your virtual machine. Okay. Yes, I didn't add the DVD driver to this virtual machine. I should give the DVD driver for it. It's connect. Yes, maybe I didn't give the DVD to it. Okay, anyway, so normally we can upload the to load the ISO image here. Okay, so same idea, like we try to give the image on our this tab. Okay, try to load the image, ISO image. Okay, this is one way. Another way is we try to load on the setting. Okay, so we have two ways to load the ISO image. But I will not try to install today. Okay, because the steps is much similar with the VMware workstation. Okay, so today we solved the issue, which is hypervisor is running by use the power script option and use this option. which is we modify the configuration file on step 14 until step 17. Okay, we have two ways to solve that issue. And also we enable the Hyper-V, we install Hyper-V, and we knew the virtual machine. And how to install that, similar step like we install a virtual machine on our VMware workstation player. All right, and feel free to ask me any questions regarding your Hyper-V. And as always, thank you for your watching. Thank you for your time.